The aesthetic is very much dictated by the equipment. I work with a Bolex 16mm clockwork camera, which shoots silently. You know, it's not a sync camera, so I don't record any location sound. The camera only runs for 27 seconds, so that dictates shot length. Camera movement is always very limited and used very selectively, because I can do 3 things with the camera. I can focus pull, I can move the camera, and I run the shutter. And I've only got 2 hands, and I always have to be running the shutter, so I can either pull focus or I can move the camera. I was worried that I was going to get a neg back from the lab and it would be too good. And so what I did was shot with a 1970s zoom lens, which would have been the lens that 1970s horrors that I was into would have been shot with, which has idiosyncrasies. So that was kind of taking care of the in-camera kind of inconsistencies, but I also wanted to play with the negative a little bit. So underexposing everything by a couple of stops, having it processed as if it was correctly exposed, and then getting quite a thin negative back, which then in the retiming in the color grade, I could really push. So the more I saturated it, the more it kind of fell to pieces. And I went too far with some of it. There's a couple of shots where the grain almost becomes a character within scenes.